Okay. Hey, everybody. My name is Kristen. I am a Ruby leader about to go Diamond leader with It Works Global. I'm so excited to have some of our team sharing some awesome tips with you today about messaging and about signing high BV orders. So, we're going to talk today to Holly. So, Holly, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hello. Hi. So we want to just ask you, we want to pick your brain. Holly has been part of the business now for not even quite 3 months yet, right? This is your third month. So 2.5 months, about to go Ruby, and signs many BV, high BV orders above 60. So doing amazing at that, my little rock star. Okay, so I want to talk to you first about messaging in general. What does that look like for you? When you sit down to message people, what's going on in your mind when you're messaging people? What are you looking for? What are you asking them for? How do you start a conversation?
Um, I will reply usually to a HAP or
Well,
um,
let's go back first, right before that. So before you even get a host to post up and you're messaging people, do you message just for host to post? Because we want to talk to people like they don't even know what a host to post is yet. So
ah,
yes. So when you're before you even do that, are you messaging people just about products? What are you messaging them about?
I will I will go to the active people. They have the little green dot by their picture, and those are people that I've messaged about certain deals we have going on, like the BOGO. And I just do a real quick, simple message like, oh my gosh, we have our amazing skinny wraps, buy one, get one. And so that's like 8 for the price of 4, make a big deal out of it. But I try to make it sweet and simple. And I just send that to everybody, anybody and everybody, even if I think they're not going to be interested, I add in there, do you know anybody? I don't ask them if they're necessarily interested. I say, do you know anybody? Because they might be like, me. So, yeah. And then do you want me to go into messaging people about HAP? Okay.
Yes.
So this is the best way to grow your network. Friends of friends, they'll respond to these posts that you'll have people host for you. So I just ask, I ask people. I start with people who are familiar with who I am. So all of us are starting from, our friends and who we've known for years, probably, right? Um, so these people are a lot of times they will share for you, or at least they have. And I'll say, hey, can I ask you a quick question real quick? And then when I get a yes, then I will tell them, hey, I am trying to promote in my business. And we could even put the message, pre-written text in the chat here. But I'll message them and be like, oh, I started this health and wellness company, and I'm trying for a big promotion that would really help me out. Do you think you could just post, share a simple post for me, and it might help me get referrals, which would help me out a whole bunch. And then we also have, sometimes there's incentive, like a giveaway that's happening. So you can tag that in there too. Like, anybody who's helping me right now gets entered into this giveaway. So, that does really help. Um, and and then I have several pre-written host-to-post messages, like one for the TFX, one for the cleanse, one for the hair, skin, and nails, and I just pick one and send it.
Awesome. Yeah. So um, that's perfect. That's perfect. And I want to ask you this about messaging. So do you set a goal for yourself every day about how many of those posts that you want to get up?
You know what? My schedule is crazy. So on a day-to-day, um, I don't really have a daily goal, but when I set aside the time, like there's usually a couple days out of the week that I get a good chunk of time that I can sit down and just send out half after half message.
Right.
And I mean, there have been several days where I've gotten 15 halves up,
Mhm.
and um,
Right.
that's it's overwhelming. So I suggest that if you can set time aside each day to get just a few halves up, then it's a bit more manageable.
Right. And you do get no's too as well, correct? So like even
Oh
when you
yeah.
get the no's, you just keep messaging people, right?
Yeah, I get no's, and then I actually have more people ignore me than I have people say no. So if they don't say no, I just keep asking. I'll
That's,
wait until they tell me to go away. I'll just keep asking.
yeah. That's the way to do it. Like you didn't tell me no. So okay, perfect. So then let's go into the host a post now. So when someone comments on that post and they, let's say it's something about he wants to lose 30 pounds in 90 days,
Mm.
or who would like to take 2 pills and lose 90 or 30, 90 pounds in 30 days. Hey,
Hey,
no, 30
that's
pounds in
magic.
90 days. It is magic.
It is.
Um, so what do you say to them? What's the first thing you say to them after you reply to their comment and say, "Hey, I'm going to message you." What's the first message you send them?
Okay, so yeah, first we always say, I will message you. This way they know to expect. You can even say, I'm going to send you a friend request and a message. Be sure to accept my friend request so that you can see it. I use that a lot because people just, sometimes they don't know to like do that extra little step. So my first message is, hey, I saw your comment on Trisha's post or whoever, and it looks like you want to lose 30 pounds, or I'm asking, or I'll go ahead and ask. I'll be like, how much would you like to lose overall? Because some people will even they want to lose 60 pounds, but they're like, that's unrealistic. So I'm just going to say 30. Um, you know what I'm saying? So I would
Right.
I would go ahead and still ask, how much weight would you love to lose overall? And
Right. So I'm going to pause you right there because when we ask how much weight do you want to lose overall, it helps us to gear towards what products are best for them, right?
yes,
You may have gone into it, or they may have gone into it with just a coffee in mind or just a thermophytes. When we ask them and they come back and they say, I want to lose 60 pounds, then what does that open the door for you to do, Holly?
oh man, that's like yes, because we do the triple threat. Usually, anybody who wants to lose like 25 plus pounds, I'm like triple threat. The triple threat is coffee or creamer, um, the TFX and brain fart,
The
and the
grain.
greens, yeah. And so we'll do. I'll offer them that. I'll offer them our best system, and below that, you don't want to offer them a big package that maybe they just want to lose. Maybe they really do just want to lose 15 pounds. So let's do some coffee and greens or the cleanse. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, when they say they want to lose 25 plus pounds, I'm like, woo, yeah, let's hook them up.
Yeah, so let's give them a system that's going to work for them and help them maintain.
Yeah.
So, why don't you walk me through, because you were so good at selling triple threat, and there's two scenarios I want you to kind of quickly and briefly just walk us through. The first one is a scenario you had of someone who saw what the triple threat that we offer, because not all teams offer the same triple threat. Their triple threat may look a little different.
Yeah.
But you had someone who said, I don't like coffee.
Yeah.
And you guys talked for a long time, and you still were able to sell her her version of the triple threat. So
Yeah.
tell us how you did that.
Okay. This woman, I've known her for a long time, but she really wanted to lose weight so bad that she did not even read my message, because we got, like, she wanted to lose weight. She wanted what I was selling, and we get to like the point where we're gonna check out, and I'm like, okay, this is a rundown of your order, coffee, TFX, la da da, whatever it was, right? And she's like, well, I don't like coffee, and I'm like, what? I was like, okay, we're just gonna start all the way over. So I was like, okay, we went over each of the products, each and every one of them that I had offered her before, and then she said she has a really fast-paced, crazy lifestyle, and she needs something that's easy, or it's just not going to work for her. So it took several hours to figure out which package would work for her, which system, which products, and I just had to be very patient, and I knew I wanted to help her, especially because she just wanted it so bad. Whatever it was, she didn't even read what I told her it was, so I was like, okay, I was dedicated to making that happen for her. She settled on the shake and the berry greens, cleanse. I mean, it was a big order. It was a big
And
one.
the Thermophyte X, right?
And the Thermophyte X.
Yeah. So that ended up being like, I can't even remember the
I
BB.
can't either.
It was like 150 or something like that.
Mhm.
It was a really high 151, I feel like.
Yeah.
But you made it, yeah, Angie, you're right. You made it about that customer.
Yeah.
So when people really feel like we're taking their health goals into consideration, we're listening to them, we're not just trying to be like, hey, here's my triple threat, buy it. Okay, I'm moving on to the next person that wants my triple threat. Okay, moving on. So when you're talking to your customers, you're really caring about what they're doing and what their goals are.
Yeah,
absolutely. You can
absolutely.
upsell them, but you're upselling them things that are going to help them.
Yeah, yeah. She well, after I was like, oh no, okay, so after she was like, I don't like coffee, I don't think, she was like, I don't even think this is gonna work for me, and I was like, well, it's okay, just tell me more about your lifestyle. This way we had a nice little conversation about how she is constantly on the go. Her work hours are insane. She's always traveling too, and so we just really got down to the nitty gritty, and I just asked her more and more questions about her life, and it turns out she used to do a protein shake. She didn't tell me that at first. Like, that took like an hour and a half of conversation to get that out of her, and I was like, oh my god, mind blown, I know what to do now. And yeah, just ask them questions, find out what their lifestyle is.
Yeah. And then for the people that you have, I know that you've had several of the triple threat orders where at the very end you say, tell me the message that you use, if you can remember off the top of your head, about adding the cleanse onto that. Not the Mocha Dreams, because we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But adding the cleanse on to kickstart their weight loss.
Okay. I'll have to search real quick. But yeah, once they've decided what they're getting, and they give me payment information, I've got the website pulled up and all that. I will, oh my god, no, don't do that. I will send them something along the lines of, because it's just taking a second with my phone. I will send them, hey, do you want to go ahead and throw the cleanse on there? This can help remove up to 8 pounds of gunk from your system and get you just ready to, live a healthy lifestyle and lose weight. And several people have been like, yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then go ahead and talk about the Mocha Dreams as well while you're talking about adding things on at the end of the order.
That's my favorite because this is where I get to be like really hyped up and amped. So I will make a huge deal out of it. I've only had one person tell me no on the Mocha Dreams because she didn't like coffee. She didn't drink it. And what I tell them every time though is like, oh my gosh, look at this. You got the secret offer. Like, I keep hearing about this. This doesn't happen all the time. Like, this is crazy. So check it out. You get to get the coffee and the chocolate greens at an even further discounted rate. It's the one time you'll never see it again. And like, you know, you just make it really exciting. Like they won the freaking lottery. And yeah.
Yeah.
I've had several people take that.
You really have, yeah. And so this month, the game plan, because I want to just touch on that really quick, for the people that got like one product or wanted to do like half a month of coffee and then added the Mocha Dreams, are you going to follow up with them about adding, if you know, did you like the Mocha Dreams? Do you want to add that to this order? Is that something to boost that volume back up?
Right, because it's a one-time thing for first-time loyal customers, right? Mm-hmm. I'll go back and I'll say, hey, you know, how did you enjoy your fat-burning mocha latte? And you know, if they love it, which of course they love it, I'll just be like, hey, you know, that was a one-time thing. This next month, you're only gonna, you know, what we have on there right now is just one bag of coffee. You know, why don't we go ahead and get you another bag of coffee and another bag of greens, or another container of greens. And you know, do you think you'd like to add creamer or something along
right
to even up?
Doing the thermophyte, adding those other ones and getting the full triple threat package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Those are great tips, Holly, and you've just been doing amazing with just and approaching. And I think that's the thing about Holly coming in at this amazing time in the business, coming in with starting with the higher sale and then working your way down. So if someone has said to her, like, well, I don't really have the money for this right now, or I don't really have the money for the coffee, but I'll get the thermophyte. But then some of them at the end still added the Mocha Dreams, right? Because it was a huge discount. And they're like, right. Okay, well, if it's that much off, then I'm going to go ahead and try it for this first month. So now we're going to be able to see if they loved it so much that they're willing to squeeze their play budget over here to get that coffee that they're now addicted to, because who isn't obsessed with keto coffee? So, yeah.
I had a friend, just real quick, I had a friend that he wanted to try the coffee, so I sold him a sample pack, 5 for $25, and I even shipped it to him. I just take the, you know, shipping out of the 25. So he lost 2 pounds in those 5 days that he had the coffee, and he was like, okay, I'm ready. I don't want to go any days without it, so let's just go ahead and we're gonna get this. And the Mocha Dreams came up, and I had given him some chocolate greens to go with that sample, because I had some of the on the go greens or whatever, and he was like, I actually didn't like it, but we got to that special offer, and I was like, oh my God, you get the coffee and the greens. And I was like, do you think you'd be willing to try it again? He was like, yeah, I'll try it again. And you know what? If I don't like it, I'll just give it to you. I'm like, all right, sounds like a good deal.
That's awesome. Very good. I think that is just, I think that's like the tips we're really looking for. Are there any other questions that you guys wanted to ask Holly about um, higher beauty orders? Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us your tips on and talking to people. So what we got out of that was don't stop messaging. Message everybody who cares if they read it and don't answer, or they say no. Go for the yeses. Go for the higher orders. Talk to your customers and make sure that you're formatting and creating a package specifically for them
Yeah.
that works for them, and starting high. So start at the top of the ladder instead of starting at the bottom of the ladder and working your way up. And I think the last tip that I'm going to throw in there, when you're getting to the end and you're getting ready to sign that order, my voice is getting ready to go out, guys. I'm sorry. When you're getting ready to sign that order, or send that final total, send the big total and then what their savings would be. A lot of the times we'll break it down per item. So we'll say the thermophyte is this much, the coffee is this much, the greens are this much. Instead, I add all of that together and I'll say this is normally $250, but I can give it to you today for $147. Um, and just do it that way, because a confused mind says no. So if we're giving so much information that they're like, okay, I don't really care like how much this, and this is right now. Like, let me know what it should, just tell me what it's gonna be. You don't go to the grocery store and have them say, okay, your oranges are gonna be $5.95 and your pears are gonna be this, and then you're like, okay, but what is my total? So just think of it that way. And if they say that's too much, okay, let's figure out a way. Let me crunch some numbers and see what else I can do for you, and just work with them from there. So I think that is about it. Thank you so much, Holly.
Thank you.
All right.